about an hour. But it'll probably take them another hour to get out. So we could leave here probably within the next hour. So, these athletes, they have something they call media availability, where, especially prior to a very big sporting event, it applies to all the major leagues in the US. The athletes of the team, especially the starters, they must make themselves available for, to be interviewed by the media. But a lot of times the media gets on their nerves with some of the questions they ask. So there was one of these athletes that skipped that event because he was tired of the nonsense they kept asking him. And the league fined him for not making himself available for the media, to ask him questions.
What sort of nonsense?
So he said, okay, he's learned his lesson. So when, the next stage of the competition was up and they had to make themselves available, they did not skip. He went and sat down politely. And then so the media gathered and started asking him questions. They started like, how do you think you guys are going to perform against, your opponent? And looked at them and said, I'm only here so I don't get fined. That was his answer. And then the next person asked him, whatever question, and he'll look at him, I'm only here so I don't get fined. And that was his answer for every single question they asked him until they were done. And he said, thank you, and got up and went away. He met the requirement. He made himself available. You can't tell him. That's how he understood the question. It doesn't matter what question was asked him. That's how he understood the question, and he thought that he answered it based on his understanding. So at this point, how do you find him? And he did that for about 3 minutes. That's what you get when people start. That's a good